One, two, three, four. There we go. Aloha. Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the program that's by a fan, for a fan, and about you, the fan. Anybody want to say, damn, Guy, you were pretty close? Wow. I got close. And I talked about Sundqvist, and at the first half of that period, he was absolutely there. Absolutely there. He was firing away. He came really close to putting one in, and I still got it for him. Dump and chase, your guys can't be standing at the blue line. I absolutely agree with that. Cannot be standing at the blue line if they're going to do the dump and chase. And it seems like they're confused a little bit. But what's amazing, they're down 1-0, and they controlled the period. Absolutely controlled the period. Shots are 12-5 in that period. Hits 24-13. So St. Louis was able to get some more hits in there, but they were getting shots. They're up to 21 shots total to the 15. McCachran taking that late penalty. Okay, I get it, no problem. Sonny D's had a great game, and he's not the only one. There's been a few others out there that have really done well. I've seen Hoffman do well. O'Reilly's been in there. Dunn has had his name called a lot for more good. Sanford's having a tough game. He basically was the reason that goal happened. You can't hold that goal. I mean, I don't know. That's one of them that I wish Lance was on, because I'd really like to ask him as a goalie, when it bounces off your glove like that, is that more on the goalie, or is that just, one of them things? Because I don't know. That's just kind of, and Morton says he should have had it, and I think he actually he did have it. It bounced off his glove. I think it caught the top of the webbing, so I'm not completely sure. Benner starts out with his glove here, so he's got more room. So he's already in crouched. I mean, he gets in crouched like this with his glove up. Let me kind of make sure I go to the right way. There you go, with his glove up, so you can kind of preset. So I don't know, maybe that's kind of one of them where you juggle it a little bit. Not completely sure. The numbers are a lot closer, and Steve says it's the best. They just can't buy a goal, and those happen at nights. AZ Sports Guy was on, and he talked about their goalie Kemper having a great night, and that's what so far Kemper stood on his head. You got to hand it to him. Barbashev had a gift and put it right in his belly. I mean, they kind of said he cut the angle down, but when you put it in his belly, he doesn't need to cut the angle down. I mean, that was one of them where he makes a move. He does any toe drag, anything at all, and that puck's in the net. So that's kind of one that I sit there and I shake my head at a little bit. So let's hear what you guys got to say about this so far. Right now it's the St. Louis and Clayton Keller who has put another stab into the Blues' heart, I guess you could say. I'm listening to Scott at the moment. I kind of had a feeling. I had a feeling about this. Roland's saying we need to shoot high. I think that might be it. Well, Bernie's talking a little bit about the 5-on-3, and he's saying, if it's more than 30 seconds, you don't score. It's a waste. I don't think the Blues have scored a 5-on-3 goal in a couple of years, right? And Steve talks about the Blues have periods where they don't shoot well, and then they're kind of in that mode right now. This game, they haven't shot it very well. The special teams, okay, special teams are an issue. They did kill off the penalty at the start of the second, but now you've got to kill it off at the start of the third. And it's a lot longer this time. You're talking almost a whole 2 minutes. And Rooster's kind of right. He said, just keep playing the way we are. We've controlled the game. Just need a lucky bounce, I guess. And you know what? That might be what we needed up. Need to pick it up on the hitting. I kind of agree with that. Yep. And Bernie just said that they outplayed and outworked Coyotes, which I absolutely agree. But one little mistake, and to Keller, and we're down 1-0. But that's not a bad thing, because I talked about this in the pregame. Arizona, when they get up, they start backing up. And if they back up, we're going to get a goal. They're going to put bodies in front of Kemper. They're going to make a mistake, and we're going to get a goal. And that's what I think can happen. That's where my focus is on, to see how they clog that middle. And if you notice, he's playing the third and fourth line a little bit more. Sundqvist has been out there a lot. Hoffman's been out there a lot. Sanford's been out there a lot. I've seen Clifford out there. Dunn has gotten some good. They just showed Dunn's shot that bounced off the post. They said we've hit like 14 posts, and the Coyotes have hit 19. I want to say the Coyotes have hit the majority of those 19 against us. Played us more than anybody else, but wow, they just we got lucky that this game isn't out of control. Both goalies have played well, plain and simple. Both goalies have played well, and we just hope to continue on. Hey, if you're watching this on Facebook, please put that thumb up, man. Hit that like button. Let me know. Show me all them likes. I'd like to see a like for everybody on Facebook, right? All of you guys on Facebook, give me a like. If you're watching on YouTube, give me a like. If you're watching on Twitter, give me a like. Let me know what you think about the Blue Note Fan Report. I absolutely enjoy having each and every one of you here with me on the Blue Note Fan Report. Stephen Glass says the third and fourth line are working hard. That's why they're getting ice time. Yeah, they are working hard. I absolutely agree with that. They did better in the second period. They will take a lead in the third period. Well, Chris, I hope so. I mean, what it's going to come down to is getting bodies in front of the net. And that's what it's going to come down to. And that's the one thing that I don't think they've done well enough this game, is getting bodies in front of the net when they are shooting. The 5-on-3 power play, it did not look very good. And even the power play after that. Now, up to the 5-on-3, it looked pretty good. If I did see him put his hand on the puck, cover the puck up, that was an instant penalty, and it should have been called instantly. They kind of waited and wasted some time, which was kind of a mess. That just should have absolutely been called right away when he did that. The refs aren't doing great, but they aren't doing bad either. Right? Steve says the shots are 1 and out, and they have been. They're controlling the puck. They've had it in the net. They've had it in the zone. They just can't seem to get anything out of the zone or to keep it going, to pick up the speed of it and going back into the zone. That would help. Getting in on the forecheck a little bit more might help. And just being ready for the puck. There's some discombobulation there, I see. I look at the stats in this one, and I shake my head that we're not ahead by more. Face-off wins are back on Arizona's side, 51-49. Now, considering that they were much more, they were like 54 for the Blues before. That's kind of block shots, and here you go. 13 block shots for Arizona, 5 for the Blues. That means attempts have got to be for the Blues upwards of 40 right now. 40 attempts, close to 40 attempts, and we're just, they're staying in the way. They just showed Keller's goal. I mean, it's a nice goal. You got to hand it to him. Oh, you know what? That caught the inside of his glove. I thought it caught the tip. They just showed it. It caught the inside of his glove. So, that's kind of an iffy one there. Takeaways are even at 4. Giveaways 3 for St. Louis, 2 for them. Right? Keller knows what he's doing against the Blues. Blues are looking good this game. Thankfully, truthfully, it should be 0-0. Bennington wants that goal back. I think they all want the goal back, to be honest. They want them all back, to be honest with you. I expect the final of 2-1 or 3-1. I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Well, I hope you don't get kicked out, Roland. Don't share it in groups where you're going to get kicked out, man. Don't do that because that doesn't do us any good. You know, Stephen Glass thinks he should have caught it. I'm not. I mean, it caught him right here, right on this part of the glove. And I don't know if you've ever played baseball. You know, if you catch something down on the heel or up on the side there, it's hard to get the hole. You've got to get it center. So, you know, and it was right in this area here. So, yeah, I'll shake my head a little bit. I don't know. Right? Maybe when I get Lance on post game, I'll ask him. Him being a former goalie, he might, have a better eyesight on that one. What else can we talk about? Tight game, really tight. Chris Knight says good chances in the second, will come out firing shot on goal in the third. Well, Chris, I would love if that happens, but you got to remember they're starting this on the penalty kill. You're taking the first minute and 50 something on the penalty kill. I want to say there's a minute and 52 left on that. So now, hey, well, the one thing that did happen in that last period was right at the beginning. Sundqvist damn near had a shorthanded goal, right? I had said, they don't need to, they just need to move that puck out, but Sundqvist came really close to a shorthanded goal. So there is the possibility that he'll pull another one. I don't know. We'll see. The penalty killers look better. The power play hasn't. And that's something, at least that's a bright spot, that the penalty kills look better. I kind of look at the penalty kill to continue to move it up. Not sure. We'll kind of see what happens there. Shaking my head a little bit. That's, Steve, you're right. I mean, if you can kill this penalty, you will gain some momentum. McCachran has not had a bad game. I mean, he was out there a little long. It was one of the penalties where you just don't completely, you're not completely against it. So I'm okay. It wasn't a bad penalty, to put it that way. It wasn't a bad penalty. I'd like to see him call this game a little bit tighter, to be honest. Attempts, 44 for St. Louis, 26 for the Coyotes. They've outplayed them. They've absolutely outplayed them, except in the hits. And that's where I'm talking about. Face-offs are 18-17, so I knew it was close. 18-17 for the Coyotes, 21-15 on the shots. You can limit them to 5 shots. That's great. But you got to get pucks in the net and get pucks to the back of the net. And if they're blocking them, that's, you got to get them away. You got to pull them out. And that's not always easy to do, but the way you pull them out is cycle the puck. As you're cycling the puck, they'll come out. And if they come out, you're going to open a lane. And that's all you need right now is an open lane with somebody in front of the net. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm looking to see. I will stay on until I see Curbs and Panger back, and then I'll let it go. They had Keith Tkachuk on the pregame today. He was watching the Blues. He's got the next game was Ottawa was playing, and then the late game was Calgary playing Vancouver. So he's got lots of hockey to watch today. What a proud papa. Those boys are really good, and they're making a name for themselves in the league. I think I like Brady a little better than Matthew. I think Matthew's still got they both have a lot of skill. Matthew creates a little more. I mean, and Matthew's got some antics there that I wouldn't like. But if there was ever a chance to put Brady on our team, I would jump at it. I'd jump at it before I would Matthew. I think Brady would be a better fit on this team than Matt would. And I think I remember at the All-Star game, I think it was Brady that had the Yair Molina jersey on when he did the Top Golf thing. That was a lot of fun to watch. Wish I could have been there. Well, I will see you guys for about a half-hour post-game show here in a little bit. Looking forward to see what happens. I really think if the Blues come out and continue to play that they play against the second period, they will win this game. And that's no ands, ifs, or buts. But they've got to come out and keep playing that way. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, that play the same way, and we've got it. I don't see. I kind of don't know about that because I think Matt's antics would not go over very well, and he takes every now and then he takes some bad penalties, and those antics, I just don't think those would go over very well. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think Matt is upset that the Blues, because he went to Calgary. And the Blues probably could have traded for it and got when they traded Allen to Calgary that year for a third. That was a bad trade. Or not Allen, Elliott to Calgary. I just think it could have been more. Well, looks like the game's coming back on here shortly. So this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, saying aloha, mahalo, and I will catch you on the post-game report. I hope to see 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I want to see 100 of you on the post-game. So make sure you tell all your friends about this. Let's get lots of people on the post-game. Let's get them likes. Let's get them shares. Let's get the word out about the Blue Note Fan Report. Hello.